Welcome to the program. Trade unions affiliated to the Central Organization of Trade Unions, or COTU if you like, have expressed dissatisfaction over the government's intended restructuring of the civil service.
Now, they also decried the intended removal of COTU and FKE from the NSSF board as per the Labour Cabinet Secretary's executive directive.
COTU is now seeking an appointment with President Uhuru Kenyatta to dialogue on labour matters.
Right, the leaders of the union present told the press that there are challenges within the civil service, but sending them home is not a viable solution.
Rationalization, harmonization, and retraining. These are basically semantics which may not fit into getting into what we suspect is basically talking about retrenchment. Kenya at this moment cannot afford to retrench.
We are only worried that it will be the same old story, that we do write to the head of state, to the cabinet secretary, and there is no response. But on our part, we have done that, we have communicated. But I can tell you, in the absence of a tripartite meeting, there is virtually nothing that can move. And that's why we are demanding, we need that tripartite meeting so that we are able to discuss the issues bedeviling workers in this country.
Mambo si mazuri, na ni muhimu kwamba tujulishe serikali kwamba mambo si mazuri, ili warekebishe. Kama wasifanya namna hivyo, vile mwenzao amesema, wiki ijayo kote tutakutana. Na kote ikikutana, basi tutapanga mambo yetu na tunafanya namna gani? Kwa sababu mambo yanatuzidi. Wafanyakazi wanazidi kuumia. Sasa hivi tunaambiwa kwamba wafanyakazi wengine wataacha kazi. Walimu wanaambiwa watafanya nini? Watakuwa na contract. Badala ya kuwa na kazi ya mwezi watakuwa na contract. Tunaelekea wapi kama nchi?
Well, from workers' call for dialogue, move to a rather sad story. I mean, I think we were all punished growing up, right?
You more than myself.
Okay, but this is a story of extremes where an 8-year-old boy is recuperating at the Meru County Hospital after his mother forcefully placed his hands on a burning charcoal stove for harvesting potatoes from the family farm.
That's right. That report is by KTN's Catherine Omanthe.
The burns on his hands will heal eventually, but it will take a lot more for this 8-year-old boy to heal psychologically. According to a social worker in Imenti North, the child did no wrong, only took potatoes from his family farm because he was hungry. His mother, who perceived his actions as disobedience, placed his hands in a burning charcoal stove as punishment.
The child was burned on the hands by the mother. And the case was reported to us by the area assistant chief on police abrogation.
It was the neighbors who witnessed the incident who reported to the assistant chief. However, by the time the local administrator got to the boy's home, his biological mother had already disappeared from the scene. The boy was rushed to hospital where nurses say he's responding well to treatment, adding that this is not an isolated case. Meru residents have been urged to report any incidences of child abuse to the Children's Office or to the police. Catherine Omanthe, KTN.